Hello, talented people. This is Catrina Frison of Banner Media Group, and we are continuing our conversation about mindset. And I know we've done quite a few videos concerning mindset, but it is so important as you pursue your dreams. You have to have the right mindset in order to do so. So today I want to talk about renouncing negativity. Now, think about this scenario. You have a dream in your heart, you put in the work to pursue it, and you're beginning to see some results. And all of a sudden, while you have the tendency to celebrate those results, people start acting funny. It happens all the time. And the thing that I have found is that when you start um, getting the results and you start having a little bit of success, there are a few people that are going to show up. And these are people who have been around you all the time, but all of a sudden they show up in a different way. The first person or the first set of people are the one-uppers. They'll call, hey, how you doing? They, let you say your say, and then whatever you say, they have one better than that. And it can be good or bad. If you're having a great day, their day is better. If you're having a bad day, their day is worse. They're always going to try to one up you. And they always have to prove that they have more of something that you have. And it's just unnecessary, but it happens. Then you've got your interrogators. Now, you've got your nice interrogators who just want to know every detail of what's going on. So, how are things going? So, what about this? So, what about this? So, what about that? The nice interrogators, because they want to get all the details so that one, either they can go and gossip and spin it, or they can, fight against it. Then you've got your snaky interrogators. I don't know, snaky is not the word I really want to use, but you've got the interrogators like, oh, are you still doing that? Oh, well, why are you doing that? I mean, their questions are meant to make you doubt the dream, to doubt the work you're doing, to doubt the sacrifices you have to make, to doubt your focus on whether this can really work or not. And either way, whether they're nice or snaky, it's all intended to get you off focus. So then you have your stalkers. And what I mean by that is these are people who troll your social media to find out what's going on in your life. And they may even go as far as to celebrate you in the comments, but when you see them in person, they're completely different. They barely speak. They barely have anything good to say to you, but they're all up in the comments. They're all, looking for everything that you got going on. And that's just like, what is that about? Like, if I don't know. I don't know. If you're a stalker, can you just let me know what that's about? Um, the other thing is your profilers. That's what I call them. Your profilers. These are people who you are talking about something that's going on, in your life, and they are bent on telling you how it's going to get bad. Well, this will happen. Well, when you get to this level, this is going to happen. And when you go to this place, that's going to happen. And when you get, and they're always trying to speak bad things over what you said. Oh, well, my sister did that and she did, and it was terrible. And my mama did this and that was terrible. I mean, they always have something bad to say about what's going to happen to you. Now, understand something. When you have a person like that, and sometimes these people are well-meaning, like they're generally well-meaning people, but they just cannot say anything positive. Sometimes this comes in the form of parents, grandparents, older people than you, let's say it that way. And they have no filter when it comes to how this really works, right? So the thing you can politely say is no, thank you, with a smile. No, thank you. No, thank you. Because you do not want to come in agreement with the bad thing that they've said is going to happen in your life. It's just, you do not want to come in agreement with it. So the other thing that you can say, if they're a peer, if there's someone who's your age or younger, then, what you can come back and say is, actually, I'm going to succeed in through Christ who strengthens me. Like, actually, that's going to work out real well for me. Yes, actually, I know that this is going to work out well because I've already planned it. You got to come against with your own words, the words that are spoken over you. You do not want to live under a word curse. That's a whole nother teaching. But the reality of it is that's what it is. That's what people are doing when they're speaking bad things over you. Now, the next set of people are our advice givers. And whenever especially when you're making plans to go another level or to do a new project or to work with a new person, you have your advice givers. And these are people who want to tell you, okay, so when you do this, I think you should, and I think you should, and I think you should. They have all this great, great, great advice that they feel like you really need to listen to. Now, here's how you understand and know who to take advice from. And I've said over and over again, first of all, get godly advice from godly people. Get godly advice from godly people. Get godly advice from godly people. Are we good on that part? Okay. Now, what you also want to say, or what you also want to do is you want to ask yourself this question. Is this person already doing what I am about to do? If you're becoming a model and this person is giving you advice, is this person a model? Has this person ever been a model? If you're starting a business and they're giving you advice, is this person a business owner? Has this person ever owned a business? You want to ask yourself that question, because then if that person has never done what you're trying to do, then you may want to reevaluate that advice. In fact, you want to say, oh, thanks for sharing, and go find someone who has actually done what you want to do and get their advice. Because people have all kinds of opinions about what you should do in a situation. And I'm not talking about, the best example that I can give you is like, I'm a parent. And so I have teenage children. So there's certain types of advice that I give them, but it's based upon my experience. And I remember what it was like to be a teenager. And I know what kind of situations I found myself in by certain decisions. So in terms of handling themselves, I already know what that situation really looks like, the good and the bad. I can give a point of reference. But there are certain things that my children do that I didn't do. And so I don't have specific advice concerning that. I have athletes as children. I wasn't an athlete, but my husband was an athlete. So he has athletic advice. I have business academic advice. You know what I mean? Like, we give our advice based on our expertise in this household. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about your random Joes, and I'm talking about people who are, in your circle giving you advice about something that's not even in their purview. You have to be careful about that. And you have to, here's the other thing that you need to really be careful of. You have to watch your own negativity. You have to watch your own attitude, your own, eradicate the complaints. And you have to be careful about how you talk about yourself. Don't call yourself an idiot. Don't call yourself slow and lazy and all the negative words that you can think of. Don't call yourself that. Don't belittle, don't play small, don't downsize who you are for other people in the guise of looking humble. Don't do that. Be great. He made you great. Be great. So you want to be able to own what you're pursuing. You want to speak life into your situation. And as I'm talking about this, there are two videos that come to mind. So, I've got a video called Dreams Are Not to Be Shared with Everyone. You can watch that video, and you can also watch Using Your Words, because I get a little bit deeper into both of those scenarios. It is important that you eliminate all the negativity so that you can focus in on what your dream is. The other part of that is, and I'll go even a step further, what you watch. If you are always watching shows where people have lack, they're struggling, they being murdered, they're sick. If all the time, everything that you're watching, people are just down and out and not and barely making it. You are still bringing negativity into your space. You're still you are still bringing those images into your mind. Watch things where people are becoming successful. They're overcoming. They're, they're being strengthened and encouraged, and they're seeing some victory. That's what you need to watch. All right, you got me? All right, so here it is. If you have a dream in your heart and you need some help in terms of getting started and want to just get a path in terms of how to pursue that, visit us at bannerexcellence.com. Sign up for a professional chat. We'd love to just talk with you and hear what your dream is and get you on the path of getting there. My name is Catrina Frison. I'm with Banner Media Group, and I'll see you in the next video.